Is that... Why is he going in reverse? Somebody clip that! That ship just went in reverse! Hey, you beautiful Buccaneers, Falcore here. So, with the new update just around the corner, and no, I don't have a release date, please stop asking me, we're going to see a final expansion to the original Voyage factions in the form of the Merchant Alliance. But I wonder what's coming after that. So, during the course of 2020, we've seen the expansion of two factions offering new and interesting quests, the Order of Souls with the Ghost Ships event, and the Gold Hoarders with the Gold Vault quests. And we'll soon be seeing the brand new Merchant quests coming near the end of January, with a new quest that sends you out on an adventure to find a sunken merchant vessel somewhere within the seas. So with all that in mind, it seems obvious that the developers are working on older content and making it feel more diverse for new players and older players alike. This would suggest that the next area they will focus on is Athena's Fortune. Athena's Fortune has always been a bit of a letdown. You grind all that time to only be greeted with a new legendary quest, which is essentially the same thing you've been doing since your very first time on the seas, with the prize of an Athena chest on top. Athena quests have been updated since their first iteration, however, with the inclusion of the Thieves Haven run and the occasional gilded mission. They also removed the need to haul pets from these missions and replaced them with cargo runs. Ever seen cargo stacked up next to an NPC? It's because someone was doing an Athena. Athena is essentially the end game to Sea of Thieves, but considering Sea of Thieves is a sandbox game, there is essentially no such thing as an end game. There is no start, there is no middle, there is just the game and how you play it. A lot of people don't understand that, but in the same breath I can understand the need for something to do, a much longer grind and a much more diverse questing system compared to what we have. But worry not, as in a recent Q&A with the developers, someone asked, will there ever be updates to Athena's Fortune? And Mike Chapman himself answered, yes, and a reason for Pirate Legends to revisit the Shores of Gold. So let's go over there. So the Shores of Gold, although only used for one mission at present, has always confused me as to why such a prevalent landmark is only used for one singular reason. I always had a feeling that it would once resurface, as the winding tunnels and secrets on the island are boundless. As an example, the entrance we used to make our way into the crypts below was a secondary hidden entrance. The original entrance seen here was destroyed by the Gold Hoarder himself to stop anyone pursuing him, even though he left a huge breadcrumb trail and obvious backdoor for us to all adventure in. The Shores of Gold, or Tribute Peak as it's commonly referred to, was a land of the ancients, and from what we can see, it's the most intact ancient area within the game, probably due to not many pirates knowing of its existence, but also probably due to it being the last settlement the ancients resided in before whatever it was that wiped them all out. But the fact that its structures are mostly intact, and that the underground areas possibly hold many secrets that are yet to be seen, suggests that we have only scratched the surface of what the Shores of Gold has to offer. Now, I have been told, and I'm allowed to say, that the developers want to offer a completely unique experience with any updates made to Athena's Fortune. Keep in mind that is not confirmation that Athena's Fortune is next on the roadmap, but it is confirmation that they are aware that Athena missions are simply not hitting the mark. So I imagine the regular Athenas will still be a thing, but will also have the option as Pirate Legends to go on a much richer questing experience. Maybe a tall tale, maybe a much longer and more difficult unique grind, or maybe a mix of both. It would be amazing to have an endgame quest that offers both narrative and regular questing mechanics that changes with each play session. But why the Shores of Gold? Well, as I said before, it was a prevalent place for the ancients, and they held a vast storage of artifacts and trinkets, and we've only scratched the surface of what lies below in the twisting caverns. Plus, we also know that the Gold Hoarder has resurfaced thanks to a recent tweet by Mike Chapman, and following the orders of a new leader who has offered him the Sea of Thieves as his prize if he follows him blindly. Now, Rathbone, the original Gold Hoarder, is dead. We killed him, or at least what was left of his humanity, and Ramsey did say that we haven't seen the last of him. In fact, his exact words were, it's never that easy to scrub away the stain greed leaves behind. So maybe this new leader of the Gold Hoarder is someone already present within the game, and maybe the new Gold Hoarder is someone with as much greed as Wrathbone, but also loyal to Flameheart's cause. That's it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, then please hit that like button. And if you really like the video, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell so you're always notified when I upload. And if you're looking for ways to support me, please head over to my Patreon page where I offer tiers that give you perks for your support. Link is in the pinned comments below. Until next time, take care of yourself and happy sailing. Bye bye.